Bila bilang ingin lupa, kenapa sulit lupakan manisnya hatimu? Bila bilang ingin jumpa, bolehkah sekali pinta senyum ke arah hatiku? Tersadar isi hati ingin dirimu lagi. Bila rasa rindu ini tak ujung berhenti, haruskah ku kembali padamu? Yang jauh di sana tak impikan aku, haruskah ku coba untuk kembali? Bila bilang ingin lupa, kenapa sulit lupakan hangatnya pelukmu? Bila bilang ingin jumpa, bolehkah sekali pinta kecup manis ke arahku? Tersadar isi hati ingin dirimu lagi. Bila rasa rindu ini tak ujung berhenti, haruskah ku kembali padamu? Yang jauh di sana tak impikan aku, haruskah ku coba untuk kembali? Haruskah ku coba untuk kembali? Haruskah ku coba untuk kembali?
There you go, everyone. Welcome back to the 2-hour news show. That was Ravi Andika with his latest single, Kembali. We were a little bit speechless here. Ravi, come on over and have a seat. Please do join us. First of all, you have an amazing live voice. We often meet performers here on See Today. We sometimes hear the singles and see them live. And sometimes they sound different. You sound different, but in an amazing way. I can't explain it. I don't know. I hope it goes through to our viewers over there. But you have amazing voice control. You just have an awesome voice. And
thank you very much.
Remind me never to go karaoke with him. So, welcome, Rafi. So this latest single, congratulations. It's called Kembali. Kembali in the form of a question.
Yeah.
So the question is, should you return, basically?
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit what the song is about in its entirety?
So the reason I put the question mark at the end of the word itself is because Kembali is often used as an excuse or just a saying because someone wants to go back to a certain chapter in their life where they can't move on.
Agree.
So the question is, are you willing to go back? Do you want to go back, or is it just a temporary emotion that you felt at the present time?
In the moment.
In the moment. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So it's not just telling us about how you're feeling, but it's making us reflect on ourselves.
Yeah.
And is it because your personal experience make you inspired to say Kembali?
Yeah, because in the past, I've met some people in my college years, in my school years, and they often leave certain marks in the certain times of my life. And those marks are sometimes bad or good, and I just want to look back and should I go back to experience that time again? Or in this case, let's put it in a romantical way.
Yes. Where people can relate.
When you have a certain feeling or fling towards someone and in the past, you often look back and realize that those times are better than now. Or is it just an emotion? Is it what we felt? Or
is it nostalgia?
Is it nostalgia? Well, what is that? And this song and what I try to convey through the meaning, through the way I sang, the way I write the lyrics, is how can you describe your own Kembali face?
Okay.
And so far I got mixed reactions from everyone about their Kembali face, and some even say that, why do you have to go back? It's in the past.
No, this is a very thought-provoking song. Now that I think about it. No, because it's true. Because when we think of the past, sometimes we have selective memories. We only want to remember the good times, right? And then when you actually, okay, let's face it. Let's talk about an ex, for example. When you actually do go back to the past, you realize, oh, I forgot about all these problems we used to have as well, right? So there's, we call it pro-contra or good or bad. I want to know what you decided when you asked yourself the question. Did you decide that the past was something that you'd like to revisit, or did you realize the past is the past? Just for you.
It's a combination of both. because there are some past stories, past chapters that I revisit when I wrote this song back in 2003.
Okay.
2003?
Yeah, because I wrote this song. This song itself is already finished back in 2023.
Yeah.
Okay.
2023.
Okay,
sorry,
but still,
2023.
yeah.
But
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. It's a finished product, but I felt like this song needs a little bit more grounded perspective, because when I wrote the song that time, it felt like my emotions felt through the song.
It's too much about you.
It's too much about me.
Gotcha.
I don't want that POV in my song. I want everybody can enjoy my song.
Okay.
And so I rework certain parts of the lyrics, the verses, the part of the pre-chorus, and then I rearrange the song while revisiting my own Kembali face. When I go through my past, when I decided to move on, or when I decided to question what I did back then, is it the right thing? Is it the right choice? Because I often overthink much. That's why I wrote
like a Christopher Nolan movie. I would like to hear the unedited, like the previous version, the first version. It'll tell a lot more about yourself.
The more personal song. And speaking about the instrumental. Is there any difference between this song and your previous singles?
When you put it that way, I often find my songs a bit not in a non-acoustic way, band, or maybe just a simple piano or strings. And I try to channel my inner band persona through one of my singles, 1, 2, 3, and I want to what do you call it? I try to express my inner otaku anime through this song.
Okay.
So Wibu here. Wibu here. Are you nakama?
Yeah, actually, I stopped watching when Marineford.
Okay. Yeah. It's a very long week. Okay, let's continue.
I liked anime soundtrack so much. I tried to channel my inner child through this song.
Okay.
That's why in the second half of the song, it sped up.
Speed up a little bit.
A little bit, and I put a lot of extra effort in the band section. Me and my co-producer Theo, we both try to combine our perspective of anime soundtracks, and we put it in the second part of the song.
Oh, that's right.
So this is a collective effort when it comes to the songwriting process. What do you usually do? Do you come up, because I know different musicians have different processes.
Yeah.
Some people like to come up with the idea first. I want to create a song about this,
Yeah.
this way that I'm feeling. Or some people come up with an instrumental and they're strumming and then they write it down or they record it and then they come up with the idea later. What's your process like?
My process is like sitting in the toilet.
Okay.
Sitting in the toilet.
Isn't it all for us? Yeah, pretty much.
Sitting in the toilet, thinking about melodies, about my own perspective of that failed to move on, the failure to move on, and I try to when I finished my toilet time, I go to my phone. I recorded some hummings,
The
melodies, and then I go to my piano. I make the. Do you hear the piano in the beginning?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
one. I created that one after my toilet time.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. I never told anyone that. That's exclusive.
You heard it here first. No, that's amazing because some of the most creative ideas come when you're least expecting it.
Yeah.
So you always have to be ready. Thank goodness for voice recorders.
So, what can I say? So your song had a R&B feel back then, but was rearranged to pop and finally released.
Yeah.
So you
this
arranged
year.
not only the lyrics but the music too.
Changed the music and also the lyrics to adjust it or back and forth.
Yeah, because I both wrote and produced most of my tracks.
Yeah.
I wrote all of my tracks, but I produced some of my tracks back then. I found it very intriguing when we can express the emotions of the lyrics through the way the arrangement sounds. And that way, I thought to myself back then, this is to R&B and this is to Ravi Andika. I want this song to be able to express everyone's feeling when they can't move on to the certain chapter of their life. That's why I made it very slow. The first part of the song, and the second part of the song, I tried to channel that otaku face. I wanna do something I never done before in my past singles, where I put extra effort through how this song is being brought to life by a band, band version. And speaking of bands, I really want to be in a band, and I can't join a band because I'm already solo.
Right.
And so I try to create my own
through your songs.
Yeah,
Right.
my songs.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about. What are some of your inspirations for Rafi? Like Ravi Andika, who do you look to for
Do you
inspiration?
have idol?
Yeah.
When it comes to idol, I idolize a certain singer in Indonesia. His name is Marcel Siahaan.
Oh yeah.
Marcel. And I am very proud to call myself his younger best friend.
Oh, really?
Protege.
Yeah, protege.
Okay.
Per se.
Very nice.
Because every time I release something, every time I wrote something, every time I wanna talk to someone, a senior, about how the industry works or how is my song.
Yeah.
Do you think this song will become something that people will like? I always talk to him. Kang Marcel is one of my very good friends, my very best friend.
Please say hi to him. He's an awesome dude. I know him as well personally, and I can totally picture that. He's the type of person that he's very humble and he loves to help people. Like he'll spend a lot of time talking to you if you need it, right? So that's a perfect person to have as somebody to look up to.
Yeah, shout out to Kang Marcel.
That's right.
And we also heard that your vocal director for this music is the former vocalist of Tangga.
Oh yeah.
Kamga. So how does it feel to work with him?
It's a very extraordinary experience because in my past recordings, I don't really think I have met someone like him where after we finished the recording, he told us to go outside, to chill, to eat, and to left him alone for a certain part of the session to, let's say, to choose which track is the best. And when we came back to the studio, he told me that he he edited nothing. He edited nothing, and he chose the best parts of the song only. Just give it a hear. And I heard the tracks that he chose, and he successfully
Pick the best of you.
picked the best version of my Kembali.
Okay.
So shout out to Kamga.
That's how it became this finished product.
Yeah, and he told me that my voice is higher than when I spoke, when I sang.
Actually,
It's
true.
higher than when I spoke, but
Right.
but I don't think so. I
No, that's what I'm saying. Your vocal. That's what I said earlier before we started our discussion. Your vocal range is outstanding. That's why, and it completely shows in the song. Now, we're gonna have you look at some of the images that we're showing right here.
Okay.
Now, for those that aren't familiar, some time ago you actually leaked these pictures,
Yep.
basically as a spoiler.
Yeah.
These are Polaroid photos, correct?
Yep, the Polaroid.
Okay, some of them are like they're small cat statues that we saw in the images while you sang as well. On books, there's photos of. There you go.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this. What's the idea behind this?
Okay, the idea behind all these photos that I leaked myself is that those are the objects that I will use in my music video, Kembali's music video, to tell a certain story about a certain someone that can't escape her ghost of her
Past?
past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so these could be like imagery of memories from someone's past.
Yeah, those belong to someone from her past
Okay.
that she can't escape picturing him.
It's mysterious. I want to know who this person is.
Okay.
Very
So,
cool. All right.
And looking ahead, is there any next project for 2024? I heard this single is a beginning for a bigger project. Is it right?
I hope so.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope so because I have already finished writing and choosing some tracks
Yeah.
for my upcoming projects. And I talked to my team at 301 Entertainment about how to continue this chapter of a story to make it even broader, larger.
Well, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Like this being just one chapter of a larger story, of a longer story.
That's
So perhaps in form of an EP or an album, will
Yeah.
tell the longer form.
I hope so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm also like how you direct the music video.
Oh, thank you.
That's all you.
How you pick the image, the symbolism, the semiotic. It's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Love anime, so there's no surprise there. Anyway,
Yeah.
congratulations once again, Rafi. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for
much.
coming here
Thank
on
you
the
for having
program
me.
and performing for us. So Kambali is available now on all digital platforms?
Yep, already digital platforms.
Download it now,
Okay.
guys.
And now we are going for another break, so keep your eye on the 2 Hour Show on See Today.